Welcome to the demonstration video on integrating Cisco ThousandEyes with virtually any system or platform using the ThousandEyes API version 7. In this video, you will learn how the API unlocks powerful automation and integration capabilities beyond the standard web interface. An API makes processes repeatable, consistent, and easier to audit. It eliminates error-prone manual work, saves time, and enables automated workflows and machine-to-machine communication. Instead of recreating the same setup by hand, you can define it once and deploy it reliably across environments. This demonstration relies on Postman, a user-friendly API client that makes sending requests and organizing workflows very straightforward. To simplify things even further, Cisco created a collection of API endpoints, which is available either directly in Postman or from developer.cisco.com/docs/ThousandEyes. To use this collection, simply import it into your Postman account. Before starting, make sure that you have all the prerequisites. ThousandEyes uses very granular role-based permission control, meaning that your account needs to have API access enabled on top of other permissions required to create and manage tests, alerts, dashboards, and so on. You will also need access to the email address associated with your ThousandEyes account as you get a confirmation code for OAuth token generation through email. The account for Postman or any other API client service is recommended, but optional, as you can send API commands from the terminal window as well. Let's illustrate the integration with a real-world scenario and step-by-step API usage. Imagine you're a Cisco partner or network engineer who has set up ThousandEyes tests and dashboard for a proof-of-concept location. This dashboard contains several widgets showing results from tests. For example, a DNS server test for a critical domain, an HTTP server test for a customer internal portal, and a page load test for a critical web application. POC was a success, and now a customer wants the same monitoring setup for various locations and teams, or even clients. Instead of manually recreating everything in the portal, you'll use the API to create the tests and copy the dashboard to the new account group. Let's walk through how to do that. To start the integration, log in to the Cisco ThousandEyes platform. In the left-hand menu, choose Manage, Account Settings, and Users and Roles. The default tab is Profile. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and locate the User API Tokens field. For this integration, you will need an OAuth bearer token, so go ahead and create it. For security reasons, Cisco ThousandEyes requires you to enter a verification code, which is sent to the email address associated with your account. Copy the verification code from the email and paste it here to get the OAuth token. Write the token down, as you won't be able to see it later. Once you have the OAuth token, open the Postman root level of the collection. Choose the Auth tab and enter the token. This way, the token will be accessible to all API calls from this collection. Next, go to the Variables tab and update the base URL field with https://api.thousandeyes.com/v7. The first thing to look for is the aid parameter, which is the account group identifier. You will need it to do anything outside the default account group. Choose the Administrative API, Account Groups, and List account groups to list them all and locate the one from which you want to copy the dashboard. Once you have the aid parameter of the desired account group, open the dashboard endpoints, choose the List Dashboards endpoint, enter the aid under Parameters, and then call the List Dashboards endpoint parameters to list the dashboards in the chosen account group. Now choose the dashboard ID of the dashboard you're copying. Choose the Retrieve Dashboard endpoint. Paste the chosen dashboard ID into path variables, and then call the Retrieve Dashboard endpoint parameters to retrieve the JSON object for this specific dashboard. Save the JSON response, as it contains the dashboard layout and widget definitions that you will need later. Now look for the test endpoints to create tests in the new account group. In this example, HTTP server test, page load test, and DNS server test will be used. Choose the right test, adjust the aid parameter to a destination account group, and enter the JSON body which you have previously prepared. Please note that when creating a test, dashboard, or other objects, very few fields are mandatory. After clicking Send, the new test is created with the desired parameters. Create the remaining 2 tests. With all 3 tests created, you can now duplicate the dashboard. Return to the dashboard endpoints, this time for creating. Update the aid field under parameters to a destination account group, and paste the modified JSON body from the previous step. Send the command and the new dashboard is created. Switch to the ThousandEyes tab to verify that the target account group has all the tests and dashboard created. This workflow illustrates the typical journey. Partners or administrators can standardize visibility across customers by exporting proven dashboards and redeploying them through the API. Instead of repeating manual setup, the process is automated, consistent, and scalable. Now that you have learned how Cisco ThousandEyes API version 7 functions, it's time to put it to work. Use this knowledge to automate management of account groups, users, tests, alerts, activity logs, and more, or to integrate Cisco ThousandEyes with your CI/CD, ITSM, chat, and analytics platforms. ThousandEyes API version 7 also helps you eliminate silos, increase end-to-end visibility, and shorten time to resolution. With reliable, repeatable workflows and data you can trust, you will build confidence in the performance of your business-critical services and deliver a consistently better digital experience. Thank you for watching.